Welcome everyone on this beautiful sunny day. Isn't it just gorgeous? Yeah. Just even being inside looking out at the sun is just so nice. So nice. So grateful to have you all with us today. Everyone here and everyone watching online. It's our time together, and it's a very special time for me, and I hope it is for you as well. We're going to start our service today by singing our opening song. You'll find it on the very front of your songbook. It's called Prayer of the Child of Love. And I'd like to invite all of you to stand, please, and sing together.
Father, Mother, God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, you flow through me, your loving child, eternally, every day, in every way. Amen. Every day I will pray again. Father, Mother, God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, you flow through me, your loving child, eternally, everywhere, let love be there. Amen. Everywhere, this my prayer again. Father, Mother, God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, you flow through me, your loving child, eternally.
Thank you, and please be seated. I'd like to invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that and begin to relax. Let's bring our full selves into the room right now, body, mind, and spirit. Drop your shoulders, relax your jaw. Let's take 3 deep fellowship breaths together with an audible ah on the out breath. Breathing in. Breathing in. One more time. We bring our full awareness to the one divine presence, the consciousness of living spirit as me and through me, extended into this world, each of us bringing loving spirit into the world. The spirit of infinite peace flows through our whole being and manifests without judgment or fear. Peace exists at the center of everyone and everything. And knowing this, we can let go of all confusion and obstacles and allow ourselves to expand into the realm of pure love, forever alive, awake, and aware. It is the same spirit of love in all and through all. So we relax and let a power greater than ourselves guide us and protect us always. And together we say, and so it is. We have some wonderful special music right now. Let's please give Winalee Zeeb and Cory Williams a warm welcome.
So strong, I guess. I'm grateful to be here, and I'm so thrilled to share with Cory. I want to introduce this. A song to me is a song of meditation. First time I heard it, I just stopped everything and listened to the lyrics, grounded through my feet, breathed it in. So I invite you to do so. This is by Aisha Badru, and it's entitled Rooted. Plant your feet upon the earth. Know your value, know your worth. Take a breath that's long and deep. You're carried by the ground beneath. Feel the sunshine on your skin. A lotus flower blossoming. Your journey is your offering. You are here for a reason. Send your roots down through the dirt, anchoring you through the heart. With every breath within your spine, reaching steady towards the light. Feel the sunshine on your skin. Turn up the wiser voice within. Your story is your offering. You are here for a reason. Send your roots down through the dirt, anchoring you through the heart. With every breath within your spine, reaching steady towards the light. Feel the sunshine on your skin. Turn up the wiser voice within. Your story is your offering. You are here for a reason. change. So I am so grateful to share. Mary called me and I'm like, yes, I would love to. And I was preparing. Right away when Mary called me, I said, I'd love to share, and I would love to share. It's February. Love-you-ary, as they call it on Hallmark. I love that. Every day is love-you-ary to me. Anyway, I immediately said, I'd love to share. My topic is harmonizing relationships. And from my heart, being, and spirit, I'm in relationship with everything. Like the mic, everything. Certainly digital, and the world and our connections have so broadened and expanded over the last 4 years. And so I'm really grateful to share tools, simple tools, and really powerful tools that I've received through my journey. It's my offering. And I'd like to begin with 2024, the best year ever. From Mary's talk, I jotted down some notes that really, I'd already began putting together my thoughts about what I wanted to share with all of you. I love to share with you, and I realized how her assignments for us for the year, I love assignments, thank you, and I love that she brought in, which is a part of what I'm sharing also. So in this grounded, plant your feet, sense and feel, she brought in one assignment of see, feel, be. Clearing and perceive anew. Power of choices and actions. Choose love. Opening the heart and let love in all my relationships. And I wanted to begin with that thread from our new year, 2024, the best year ever, and many more grand assignments. Was really wove with what I want to share with you. And I love humor. That's part of my journey in offering and learning and remembering and forgetting and remembering and perceiving anew. And my husband and I don't know if all of you, I don't want to assume, know, we had a scuba business in town for 28 years in Lansing, Michigan. Who knew? That could be possible. Anything's possible. And we dove the Great Lakes, and we also led tours all over the world. Our amazing way to travel to really remote destinations. The Great Lakes are gorgeous. And we always included in our teachings, in relationships with students and travelers, lots of humor. And I love learning with humor. And there's a great joke in that last assignment I read from Mary, opening the heart and let love in all my relationships. So I'd like to start with humor. I love language, and that the word ships is in the word relationships. and I'm in relationship with everything. And our Great Lakes trips, we had this joke that I just have always loved, where a captain of a freighter was traveling at night, saw a light, and radioed the ship and said, change your course. You're on my course, you need to change course. And was radioed back, no, you need to change your course. And then went back and forth a couple times. And finally, the other radio called into the freighter and said, no, you need to change, I'm a lighthouse. And talk about needing to harmonize immediately and change course and listen. So with that, I wanted to bring in tools that I've received from both the last 3 years. I've been in an extensive study with positive psychology, and an amazing group called Whole Being Institute. Totally aligned with what I share with movement, our whole being, body, mind, emotion, spirit. And these incredible beings from all over the planet that have joined together to teach these beautiful life-enhancing tools and harmonizing tools on the planet. And so I wanted to bring that in, as well as some of my tools that I've learned and I love to share with what I share in movement and our whole being, body, mind, emotion, spirit, that I've learned with Nia. And the 3 takeaways. I love simple. I love simple. I really appreciate simple. I can remember 3. So the 3 words I'm going to seed for you right now. Pause. Listen. Choose. 3 points. Pause. Listen. Choose. This free will choice, when I am truly consciously listening, or am I listening? So in order to listen, my body is relaxed. Welcome. Open. Receptive. And I then am able to choose consciously in all relationships. Much greater ability to harmonize and actually hear another and what another is in need of. In our trainings that we have in Nia, we use 3 words in they're normally a week. And the very first session is all about safety, dignity, and belonging. Safety, dignity, and belonging. Safety, dignity, and belonging. So experiencing, asking questions of each individual, not knowing another, everyone comes anew, and truly being in communication and clarity on what everyone needs, so that they're safe, comfortable, relaxed, aware, alert to how they're sitting, where in the space, can they hear everything, all the elements that surround that are unique to each individual. And if you take yourself to the song that I chose to share, plant your feet upon the earth. Safety. Know your value. Know your worth. Dignity. Take a breath that's long and deep. You're carried by the ground beneath. Belonging. Feel the sunshine on your skin. A lotus flower blossoming. Your story is your offering. You are here for a reason. Everybody in all relationships, a teacher. This safety, this being grounded, connected, expanded, radial. And each one of us, I was going to bring a pillow in I have that is one of those pillows with the image of humanity around the planet with their arms extended at their heart. And it simply says harmony and love on it. And the fingers it's an energetic touch, and it's all around the earth. That verticality, that grounded safety, dignity, belonging is such an important topic right now in relationships, and I feel always. So that leads me to the positive psychology teachings, in that when any little conflict or a little twist inside. Did I hear things right? Let me pause. This comes from the field of positive psychology, Tal Ben-Shahar, and they use lots of acronyms, and I love those as well. And this is 4. I can also remember 4. So the first one is pause. I like that. And that's all about grounding. Stop. Before mental and our Course in Miracles study, the power of the mind, to pause, get grounded, centered, breathe. And that pause is to take deep breaths. And I love the teaching of to notice your exhale and allow it to extend just a little longer. Just a little. Then the in-breath will be deeper. So let's do that right now. Breathe the moment in like you're smelling a favorite fragrance and exhale through your mouth or nose, your body's way, safe, secure here now, and just extend the exhale a little longer. Then notice the next in-breath and feel the expansion in your lungs. Front, side, back, top, bottom, 6-sided breath. Relax your jaw again. In that pause, breathe. And notice, has a shift happened? So if I'm in a reaction, or I feel a little twitch inside my body, or a shift in my emotional being, for whatever reason, pause. First P. And then the second P, after I pause and I breathe, I love this piece. It's really compassion, and it's self-compassion. Permission to be human. Permission to be human. How many times is it just me, or how many times have you heard somebody say something and it isn't actually what they said at all? Permission to be human. Do over. Could you repeat that? What did you just say? And permission to be human is a big teaching in positive psychology, all about self-compassion. Self-compassion. That's the second P. And the third P is part of Mary's assignment, is perspective. So once I've paused, taken slow, deep breaths, I bring self-compassion to my heart. Permission. Fall down 7, stand up 8. Permission. It's all okay. Then I'm able to broaden my perspective lens. Then maybe I can see clearer, hear what's actually being said, and stay grounded and centered. Perhaps hear another viewpoint, another perspective. Important. And then the fourth P, after I pause, after I have self-compassion, permission to be human, after I broaden my perspective, then I'm able to plan and make a plan for creating harmony in all my relationships. This happened for me this morning in my studio heart dance. I forgot somebody was using it. Have any of you ever forgot? That's just me. So I forgot. It was on my calendar, and I was going in to prepare, and somebody's using this space. So I had to make a plan very quickly, but how quickly these P's can happen. Take a breath. Permission to be human. I apologize. I didn't look at the calendar. And all of it happened quite quickly, but it was relaxed, calm, organized. Took my computer, my materials, and off I went. And it can all happen quite quickly to plan, make a plan, so that harmony happens. And it didn't take away from her time and her use of the space at all. So those 4 P's are tools in my medicine kit. Then for clarity in communication, we have a teaching in the NIA training. We have a NIA training about communication. And when I need to communicate with clarity, it's very important. It's different than sitting down and having a chat and just talking about everything and anything. So when I really need to be clear, so important that I slow down and that my body is relaxed and my heart is open and I'm connecting with who I'm speaking to. And so what we call this is active listening, and so many teachings about this. In Nia, we call this, if I'm the speaker, I'm also 2/3 listening within me and 1/3 transmitting. That way there's more space. I don't expect you to catch every word I say. My talking slows down when there's something I really want to communicate. Otherwise, I can hang out with friends and I can talk as fast as I want to talk and I can go off on tangents about all sorts of topics. That's fun too. It's when I really want that compassionate connection of the heart to slow down. And as the speaker, I'm receiving in my body, mind, heart before I speak it. Does that make sense? Again, another compassionate gift. And then we have this beautiful teaching about harmonizing relationships. And this comes from the world of psychology, and we use it in classes, we use it in teachings. And it has 3 circles. There are 2 small circles. There's self and there's other. And then there's the bigger circle in the center. That's the relationship. So if we looked at a model, a graphic model, 2 small circles and then a big one in the middle. The big one represents the relationship. Say if the relationship was me and Cory. And then what do I bring my relationship with Cory? What does Cory bring the relationship with me? So those qualities, those aspects would go into the relationship circle. What do I need from my relationship with Cory? What does Cory need from the relationship with me? Have I shared with Cory what I need? I send him my music like every 2 weeks usually, and let him know the music and the lyric sheets and all this. We have a communication back and forth, so he has time. And I'm hoping, and I'll ask him and check in if the time is enough. And not assume. It's all about, if I want to harmonize, am I assuming the other? What the other needs and what the other thinks that I need. Have I clarified what I need? That can be an assumption too. So it's all about clearly communicating with each other what you need and having it be compassionate and from the heart, and not, when it's spoken from the heart, very different than an expectation need. To really say what I need so that there's ease and flow in all relationships. I want to respect Cory's life and timing, so I want to make sure I send that ahead, so whenever he has a window, he'll be able to utilize that. And then also check in with him. The other piece of this teaching is then to make agreements. So my story about this is in all relationships, agreements are written in pencil. So my hubby and I, we got married in 1981. Now, how many years is that? It's a while. It's been a while. And thank you. And I love him so much, and I'm so grateful for my relationship with Ron. And we have practiced this teaching. There's Ron, there's myself, and there's our relationship. And one of the pieces, when I know you all I used to travel all the time, like 2 trips a month. I was flying overseas all the time, teaching Nia, and until the global experience. That's what I call it. I don't like to talk about any dis-ease. So things changed, and I stayed home, and I realized I was exhausted, and I needed to rest. I got off of that fast pace long enough to go, whoa, I want to reconnect to my home and my community. I was never home long enough. Well, before that, though, Ron and I had this pencil agreement. I'd ask him, is it okay that I travel this much, honey? He didn't like to come with me since he doesn't do Nia. It was always Nia people. And I always ask him, is it okay? And he'd look at me and go, what? This is who you are. This is what you do. Of course. Go. But I asked him about every 3 months, I would ask him. And he would say the same thing. I didn't expect that. I don't know. Things change. We had an assignment about change from Mary. Change is inevitable. Everything's changing. So I kept asking our pencil agreement, does this work for you, how much I'm traveling? And now I'm just so happy to be home. I'm going on my first trip in 4 years in February, and but we constantly speak to that. The other piece is a funny one of Ron and I. When I was studying to be a scuba instructor, Ron had to evaluate me teaching the dive tables. It was at LCC, and I was really, really nervous. First of all, I was 24, and I had my big lip was like this, my top lip. I had no saliva in my mouth. I was so nervous, and I was sweating. I was so afraid I was going to teach them wrong. And at that time, we didn't use dive computers, so you had to calculate your dive plan so you dive safely. It matters. Breathing underwater under pressure, and I was afraid I was going to teach it wrong and people would die. So Ron he sat in the back of the classroom. There were about 30 people in the class, and he had to evaluate me for our association. And I knew he was evaluating me, but this is my perfect story for not harmonizing. All right, so I'm teaching the tables, I'm writing on the board, I'm telling them how to do it, and I see Ron in the back corner like this. He's got this furrowed brow, and he's writing, and he's writing, and he's looking up, and he's writing. And then I start sweating more, and I have less saliva in my mouth. I'm doing it wrong. Why doesn't he stop me? All this is going on in my mind. All I could have done, excuse me for a moment, I need to ask my husband something, and gone back and asked him, am I teaching something wrong? Is there what's happening? Why do you have this furrowed brow? Ask a question. And I didn't. I just kept going. At the end of it, they went off to the pool. I stopped. I turned around and looked at Ron with no saliva in my mouth. And such an experience. And I said, okay, what did I do wrong? That's how I responded. He went, what are you talking about? That was fabulous. I was taking notes. I want to teach this differently. I liked how you did. And I said, well, what was the furrowed brow for? He said, I think I need glasses. Assumptions, stopping, asking a question, and making agreements. I could have told him before I even started, as I knew how nervous I was. I didn't own that and let him know so that he could really support me in that. And we could have made more agreements around that. It can be so simple, right? So I wanted to bring that. I love humor. That's the way that I learn through humor. The other piece that I wanted to bring in, oh my gosh, Mary, I'm doing good. I usually go over, so I ask her this time, so I don't go over. What I brought in for you, I brought a little Prezi, and in the positive psychology world, they use the VIA strength assessment, and it's VIA strength, and I brought it in so you don't have to write this down, and I brought copies for all of you. And when we first started the course, it's a 9-month certificate program, and then I was a TA for the next 9 months, so I've just really been loving it. I've been loving going deep with it and meeting people from all over the world, and their sessions are deep and rich and incredible presenters. So the beginning of the training, you do this via strength, and you find out your top 10 strengths. We all have 24 character strengths. They're within all of us. It's what do we develop? What is meaningful and important to us? And so what I want to do with this is I loved our 2024 Best Year Ever invitation of, as I interpreted, making new choices and letting go of old habits and patterns and lessons and spiraling up and reaching higher. And so this character strength, one of the teachings I have in positive psychology, is that we strength spot each other. We strength spot each other. And can you tell how happy I am about that? It is so simple and it's so beautiful. I will give you an example. This is what I want you to do with your fellowship, family. I'm just going to take a little break and let you do it with each other. It's simple. And all I'm going to do is ask you to share one strength that you see in whoever you choose to speak to in this beautiful room. And those of you at home, whoever's at home with you, or you can speak to a dear friend that's you imagine is sitting in the room with you. You can still do it. So I'm going to use Cory as an example. He had no idea I was going to do this. So I'm going to strength spot Cory. That's what it's called. And I just want you to notice him receive this. So, and all I'm asking you is for one. That's not so easy because I could go on a big list about Cory. But one. And I'm gonna do a hyphenated word so I can include two. I like to make up words and keep hyphenating it. But Cory, I am so grateful. This is appreciation appreciates. It's such an powerful medicine for us to connect and go higher. So Cory, I so appreciate your compassionate creativity. Right? Every single song he writes, every word he chooses is so compassionate and from the heart and so real and so true. Now look at him. Look at that. How does that feel, Cory? Now I put you on the spot.
Wonderful.
Yeah, right?
Wonderful. Thank you, Winalee.
Yeah. So what I want you to do, thank you for receiving and letting me put you on the spot, is turn to a neighbor, or maybe you want to walk around the room just to a different person. We have enough time, but let's just take a couple minutes. And one person raise your hand, you get to go first, and share one strength you see in the other. And then you'll switch. Go ahead.
Undying optimism. I've never seen so much following optimism out of one person. No matter what happens, nothing can go wrong more than
That is so dark.
Yeah. And if you haven't switched, switch. And then begin to draw closure. Thank your buddy. Thank you, buddy. And you can continue that after we close. And just notice how you feel. So this see, feel, sense. How does that feel to you, right? That uplift. Wow, being seen. And also this shared meaning. What is meaningful to another, about another? That is uplift, uplift. And so there are virtues across the top and then the 24 character strings below. And it's free. You go to this website and you can do your character strength survey, and it'll send you back your top 10 and then the numbers, the ones beneath it. Some of my lower ones, I went, wow, fascinating. So you can always strengthen those. A couple of them I had to look up the definition. I didn't even know what it meant. So that's available to you. I'm going to hand it out. And on the back of it, I have a quote by Byron Katie, and I saw this on Facebook, the tiles that go through that uplift me, and I love this. Love is action. It's clear. It's kind. It's effortless. And it's irresistible. Love is action. It's clear. It's kind. It's effortless. And it's irresistible. And with that shared meaning, my last story, and I do have time to get it in, had a little close. Ron and I were on a hike of a glacial lake in Utah, and we were climbing up an all-day hike, and we heard all this laughing and talking, and we came across a group of, looked like college students, age students, and there was a big group of them, and one of their friends, they were carrying on a gurney. And this was a very tight trail, and they were all working it out. I was so deeply moved. Up this steep trail, they were having the best time, and they were not letting their friend miss out on this. And they all took turns, and watching it was extraordinary how they changed positions so everyone had equal ease and relief. It was incredible. And when we passed that, I sat in the trail, I looked out at the beauty and wonder of the earth, and I wept. And that was the deepest wonder and awe in my cells. I just wept. Seeing that, hearing the laughter, seeing the deep connected tissue of all these beings and the earth and the animals that were around us. It was a gorgeous day like this. And with that, my friends, is harmonizing relationships, tears and all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you both, Cory, and for the wonderful music too during that song. We kind of got off track here, so hang on. I remember years and years ago at the Korean Methodist Church, Beth used to hold up the bulletin and say, "This is going to be science fiction today." So yes, it is today. So we're going to sing a song today, coming from that place of love. I'd like for you all to stand, and after our song is going to be our time for greeting each other and giving each other some love. We're going to sing Weave, and that's on page 45, so please stand if you would.
Weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together. Weave us together, together in love. We are many textures, we are many colors, each one different from the other. But we are entwined with one another in one great tapestry. Weave us together. Weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together. weave us together, together in love. We are different instruments playing our own melodies, each one tuning to a different key. But we are all playing in harmony, in one great symphony. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. A moment ago, still we did not know our unity, only diversity. Now the Christ in me greets the Christ in thee, in one great family. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love.
So please take some time to share some love with your fellowshipians. Such a beautiful time in our service. You all are so enthusiastic about it. This is the time when we all pause, one of those P's, and fill our hearts with love and gratitude. Gratitude for all of the gifts and blessings in our lives. So many around us. So much love around us. And gratitude for all of the generous donations that you all make to keep this moving forward, to keep our fellowship moving forward into 41 years and 45 years and 50 years of doing this beautiful, beautiful work together. So John is going to come around and collect your donations. Reminder that you also have a comment card that you can put a prayer request on. Just drop that in the basket as well.
And let's sing together our chant of gratefulness. Grateful, I am grateful. 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 Grateful, I am grateful.
Please join me as we read the blessing of our tithes and offerings on the front of your bulletin. The light of divine love shines eternally, blessing and multiplying our tithes and offerings. I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and to spare. Thank you so much. And now let's just take one loving moment to go back within. Close your eyes and hold close in our hearts, all of us, everyone who is listed in our basket today as needing prayer and love. Everyone, every pet, every circumstance and condition. We affirmatively see and pray that they are well and healthy, clear and wise, opening to the guidance of divine love, allowing love to find its way wherever it is needed, and allowing it in to heal. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you. Special music from our lovely Winalee.
This song is entitled When Will I Learn by an amazing artist named Rob Ricardo from the land of Hawaii. Guess I forget that I got all the answers, and I forget that I've got all I need. Guess I forget that the path isn't easy, and what I seek is already in me. When will I learn that I've got this? When will I learn to trust the process? When will I learn that I've got this? When will I learn to trust the process? Well, there are days that I lose my believing, and there are days I was touched with my soul. And there are days when the fire inside me is nothing more than embers and smoke. When will I learn that I've got this? When will I learn to trust the process? When will I learn that I've got this? When will I learn to trust the process? When will I learn that I've got all I need? When will I learn that I'm already free? When will I learn that I've got all I need? When will I learn that I'm already free? When will I learn that I've got all I need? Please join us. When will I learn that I'm already free? When will I learn that I've got all I need? When will I learn that I'm already free? When will I learn that I've got all I need? When will I learn that I'm already free? One more. When will I learn that I've got all I need? When will I learn that I'm already free? Thank you.
What a wonderful service today. Thank you, Cory and Winalee, for the beautiful music, and thank you, Winalee, for the great, great message. You love assignments, we love tools, right? We have our toolboxes, and they're always open for new tools. And thank you all for joining us this afternoon on this beautiful sunny day, virtual watchers as well. We have a couple new faces in the group here, and we want to welcome you so much and with open hearts, and thank you for deciding to spend some time with us this afternoon. I have a few announcements. One big important thing, please stay with us just for a few minutes after service for a quick membership meeting. Also want to let you know about our Valentine's Day fundraiser dinner. Julie mentioned it last week. It's Saturday, February 10th at 5 p.m. That's coming up this next Saturday. Italian theme. Bring a dish to share. Death Cafe, Saturday, February 17th at the Fellowship Office. The fundraiser dinner is at the Fellowship Office. Healing Movements, 4 p.m. on Mondays. There's a suggestion box out in the hall. And also the Quakers told me that all of the books that are on the ledge in the social hall are free for anybody to take. They're weeding through their library, so please feel free to take anything if you see something interesting. And now we're going to get some energetic touch in with our wonderful peace circle and our closing blessing.